Hi everyone, how is everyone doing today? I'm still in bed. That's the pillar, and I just had a snippet of kimchi. That's why I'm just checking with the lid corner of my mouth to see whether I still have chili from the kimchi that I just ate. But anyway, today is Friday. It's week 6 of this depression tip thing. I feel like it's 3 months gonna be too long for this. So what I'm going to do is I'm gonna make this a last tip for depression series. I think I'm gonna cut it short. I'm just gonna do half, which is like 6 weeks, which we've done. This is like the week 6. The last tip that I would say to you is probably when you are ready, when you are very ready. And I don't know how long it will take, like maybe 1 year, maybe 2 years, maybe 1 month, 2 months. It depends how long you're going through your own depression. For me, it was a very long time. It took me 6 years. Two of them in the first beginning was basically just trying to unload or trying to kind of just settle down with a lot of things. And I think the most predominant period was like a very intense 3 years or 4 years of just very, very, spiraled down experience. And I'm starting to share that with the world these days. But this year I'm working very hard to kind of reach out to people and to kind of like commit to getting better. But it took a long time to get here. I did like the whole year last year where I basically tried to do a very daily or at least weekly commitment, and then I tried to do like monthly commitment, going to club and just to see people once a month for 2 hours, and that's like the only socializations that I could handle. And I took up a lot of like projects, and it was still individual projects like knitting, like activities that doesn't really need people. But I slowly kind of went outside last year, like at least once a month or something. So you slowly reach out, and this year I'm trying to recommit back to society by kind of asking for help, and also like just be very brazen about your experience as well. Well, I'm very brazen about my experience. I'm like, this is what I went through, this is what I'm going to do now. And I feel like I can't I don't have the I can't afford to be embarrassed about my experience. I can't afford to be embarrassed about being depressed or having gone through those kind of experience, having made the decisions that I made, and wanting to die or being a burden to society, being a burden to family and stuff like that. I feeling like why am I still alive? Like it's not really worth it. I still have those thoughts a lot, like still like this to these days, but I'm trying to not be bothered by it and just kind of ignore it and not really and it takes a lot of mental powers, it takes a lot of meditation hours, it takes a lot of mental disciplines as well. So it did not come like overnight for sure. It comes like from failing and like and then recommitting back uh to like getting better, trying to like just keep committing to getting better each day. Or like if you slip up like for a few months, which I totally did, and then kind of just come back to it, and then when you see the opportunities to do it, when you have the strength to recommit to getting better again, you do it, and then you just keep doing that. You failing, and then you recommit, you fail, you commit, recommit. So that's what I'm trying to do now. I'm going to kind of recommit back to getting better, reaching out, which is I think the hardest bit, but it's also the easiest bit once you kind of made up your mind about, okay, I'm going to do this. But it will take some times. I feel like the best thing that you could do is to be patient with yourself and not to rush yourself, because I definitely felt this week that I was kind of pushing myself like I used to when I was younger, and I felt like, oh, always there have that anxiety kind of energy attached to it, like I need to do this, I need to do this, I need to do this now, I need to do this, and blah blah blah. And I feel like this time around, I'm kind of pull myself back and say, no, just slow down. It's okay to slow down. It's okay. It's like you just have to commit yourself. Like, I just every day, just do it one thing at a time. And I feel like you always have to remind yourself of what you have gone through and what you need to do to make sure that it doesn't happen again. And you need to build this strategy for yourself. And it's highly personalized because only you are the only person that knows how you work, and that's extremely important. So the tip, like maybe the last few tips, is just recommitting, and then if you fail, just to keep recommitting back to getting better, and just keep hopping back on the horse. It doesn't matter how long it will take. It doesn't matter how many times you try. And then once you feel comfortable with that, I feel like you can reach out to people and be very, and don't worry too much about what other people think of you. And you just have to just, cause sometimes you just have to get your story out there, and then you just need to kind of like tell people as well, and then not care about what other people think. Just sometimes you just need to voice yourself out. You just need to voice your thoughts, your experiences. You need to make sure that you exist again and in other people's minds, in other people's life and everything. And also, you also might need to draw like boundaries that you might not have drawn before, and not feel guilty about it, because I feel like the one thing that depression definitely has taught me is that people, like, we do allow things to happen to us because we feel like either we are unworthy, other people are more worthier than us, and stuff like that. We believe in like lies that being told to us, especially people who influence us the most. And I feel like, hey, if we're not gonna die, we might as well live to our fullest. If we're not gonna die, we might as well live to what we want. I'm not saying not to live. I'm not saying to live life rudely or like without any consideration for other people, but we definitely need to live life much more in an assertive way. Especially, we need to show that we love ourselves and we respect ourselves a lot as well, because otherwise, if that doesn't happen, we can always relapse at any given moment, and that's not the healthiest place to be. um we also need to reassess our relationship with people. I think that we tend to kind of believe a certain relationships, and then we kind of thought that, oh, those are the very most important relationships in our lives. And I think we need to kind of be objective also when we're assessing relationship. We can't just focus too much on the people that kind of disappointed us, or the people that we trusted but not actually delivering what we wanted them to deliver. We might need to see like the other past relationships that may not be as significant but actually are healthier, and we might need to lean to those relationships a lot more, especially during this recovery period, during this recommitting back to society, or like trying to get better, trying to kind of just get back into connections again with the world. That's definitely what I did this week. I definitely chose my connections. I definitely chose who I felt like I'm a lot safer to share my emotions with, or to share my story with. And in the past, I would have leaned to the right. Now I'm leaning to the left, and that kind of thing. So yeah, I feel like that's it, guys. That's like my big last tips for this series. I hope you guys enjoyed it so far. I'm not really sure what I'm going to do again for a series, but hopefully I'm gonna come up with just vlogs and just daily, not daily, but like maybe it will become more irregular again. um I'll see you guys soon, hopefully. I know, right? We only get committed to 6 weeks of this of a series, but I'm pretty happy. I just woke up, by the way. That I basically got 6 weeks, committed 6 weeks to making a series. So how is everyone doing? Tell me, what are you up to? We are almost at the mid of February. Can you believe it? People. Anyway, bye everyone. Have a good one. I'll see you guys later.